Amity is a beach town in the east coast of the United States that hosts many tourists in addition to its regular population. Its beach is one of its biggest selling points, but when people start disappearing in the water, Chief Martin Brody starts suspecting that there's a dangerous shark hunting in the water. But no one believes him about the persisting danger, and Brody finds himself pretty much alone, facing one of nature's greatest predators. Hey bookworms, and welcome back to another video in my Halloween series. This October I am reviewing horror books that got a movie adaptation so famous many people don't know that they were actually based on books. And this week I'm reviewing Jaws by Peter Benchley, and I actually watched the movie for the first time when I was way too young. I want to say 8 years old. It was in a family gathering and I snuck to see what my older cousins were watching, and I came in just in the moment where the shark attacks a bunch of kids, and let's just say I couldn't sleep for weeks until I decided I actually want a shark as a pet, but I was still terrified of them. True story. Anyway, this book was written in 1974 and takes place on Amity, a coastal vacation town in the United States, and we follow Martin Brody, the police chief who just wants to protect and serve, keep his town safe. But that's easier said than done, because there's corruption in high places, drama in his private life, lazy subordinates, mafia dealings, and some forbidden love affairs. Oh, and there's also a great white shark that seems to make the Amity coast his hunting ground. And I know what you're thinking, why did you word the plot like this and not focus on the shark? Well, I would have if the book had, but a book's too busy trying to make us find really uninteresting people interesting. The shark kind of feel like an afterthought. The book feels like it's about the politics of Amity and Chief Brody's miserable life, and not really about a shark. And I gotta tell you, this book felt strange to me. It's not written badly, it's just that I often found myself asking, what is the point here? It's a drama with a little bit of shark action, kind of. They spend very little on discussing whether it's the same shark that killed all those people and whether it's still a problem, and a lot more on the soap opera, which is Amity. And the actual part of going to the sea and hunting the shark is relegated to the last quarter of the book, and honestly, by then, I was just so exhausted from everything and wanted this book to end. This is actually something that the movie did really well, and it's one of those rare cases where the movie was, in my opinion, better than the book. Jaws the movie is a movie that knows what it is and knows how to do this. This was a creature feature and action horror movie about a small town under attack and the man who wants to protect it. The book has the same title, but it is about a bunch of uninteresting crap. Sorry. I suppose the book would have been more appealing if any of the characters were at all engaging or relatable, but they are just a bunch of really unpleasant people. Brody is a bitter man who on one hand dislikes his wife, but on the other hand cannot stand the thought of her not wanting to be with him. Also, he seems so unprofessional at times, bringing beer to the hunt. I mean, I know American beer is basically water, but still. Also, how unplausible it is that a man who grew up and became a police officer in a coastal town acts like he never set a foot on a boat before. Let me know what you think in the comment section, but I felt like it would make sense that a guy like that will know a little bit his way around water. In the movie, they made up this ocean phobia, he's scared of water or something, because they probably thought as I did. But Brody isn't alone in the hunt after the shark. He reluctantly recruits a young ichthyologist, which is a zoologist specializing in fish, and his name is Matt Hooper. Hooper is a self-righteous, hypocritical hippie who will scold the person who kills fish to put food on the table, but will have no problem sleeping with a married woman. And there is also Quint, who does not have a first name, and he is a grumpy fisherman who seems like he chose his profession for his sheer hatred of fish. He's like basically an evil Popeye, and a character that could have been really interesting if he was given a chance, but he's there only at the very end to bring the two others to sea, give them some advice about fish, make fun at them, because that's what people like him do for entertainment, entertainment, and scoff. And these people are our protagonists, our savior from the shark, but I didn't root for any of them. I couldn't care less if the shark ate any of them. And these are just the main three. Don't expect better from the other characters. There's a couple whose conversation make me want to suggest therapy. No, lady, not all women fantasize about being prostitutes in order to sleep with different men. Maybe you should talk to someone about it. And there's this married couple there that are the perfect example to how two people who aren't bad people can really bring the worst in each other when they insist on staying in a relationship without any chemistry. Again, these interactions could potentially be very interesting, but all the characters are so unlikable, and I don't know, when I read a book called Jaws, I want to read about a shark, not a soap opera. So to conclude, I found the book very underwhelming. It wasn't very interesting. I think it tried to focus on a drama in Chief Brody's life, but pretended to actually be about a shark. The biggest issue is that the shark should have been the background for the real interesting human drama, but it ended up kind of feeling like a scam, putting the fish in the title to lure us for something really boring. This is actually a case where the movie was a lot better. The movie realized what it was doing, knew its target audience, knew what will work and how to frame a good story, and executed it really well. And that's pretty much it. But before I sign off, here's some interesting shark information. Our knowledge of sharks really changed in the last 40 years. For years, sharks were seen as this mindless, evil, killing machine, and that's how the shark in the book is portrayed also in the movie. It eats everything indiscriminately, and due to his poor eyesight is led by movement in water and cannot differentiate between a fish, a human, or a boat. And remember, the book was written in the 70s, but in the mid-80s and newer research about sharks changed pretty much everything we knew about them and kind of made the book inaccurate. Apparently sharks are really smart, they're strategic, and their eyesight is actually really good, but they mostly follow their sense of smell. And I just thought it was very interesting to know. And with that, I will end this video. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss the next video on this series. Also, leave me a comment down below and let me know which movie was, in your opinion, better than the book. Again, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.